morning, everyone. It's time for a Divine Masculine reading. Woohoo! Where are they going? Where are they off to? Divine Masculine. Of course, when I talk about the Divine Masculine, it is the masculine energies that reside within each and every single one of us. We have both masculine and feminine energies and traits within, and that is what I am referring to. Of course, there are some who hold the greater amount of masculine energy, and this is also a reading for those that hold the greater amount of divine masculine energy, because they will be going through a lot of what we are seeing. Okay, so the masculine is really wanting to find out the truth of who he is, but also too wants to reside in beautiful, happy times with family, and also too has really become, as they begin to purge out a lot of what is actually going on, a lot of those old programs, wounds and hurts, they're starting to actually bring in a lot of the really kind of the Empress type energies of nurturing, kindness, love, and really wanting to find out what that is. And you know, as he's purging out some of the old within, the old programs and wounds, he's allowing space for these beautiful energies of unconditional love to come in, which is something that he's never really ever looked at before. Wheel of Fortune, we have the Ten of Cups, so beautiful Empress energies. Nine of Cups, so becoming quite independent emotionally, and even though for some masculines, they're really in the middle of it, and really purging out a lot of what does not need to reside within at all anymore. A lot of those old feelings of hurt, and a lot of old feelings of woundedness and frustration, those sorts of things are now coming to the fore and being purged out by a lot of those that house the greater amount of divine masculine, who have taken on the journey of divine masculinity and connection with source and all that is. We have the Ace of Wands, which too is about new beginnings and taking action on those new beginning, on a new beginning for himself. But it's really about him taking on his own healing and responsibility for that. Whereas in the past, he's not wanted to look at it and has been very distracted by the 3D matrix world. That is no longer the case for a lot of divine masculines at this time, because they are really beginning to see how they can literally change their lives by going within and healing everything. And also to removing old programs that no longer are aligned with his true self, which is, of course, that which is aligned with all that is and God, pretty much. So for some, it is still quite a struggle. I mean, there are, and but to get to be an emperor in this world, one that actually is an authority of his own life, then really anything that is of fear and lack must be removed. Sadness, all of that. So yes, we have the World, Knight of Pentacles. So he's doing this quite slowly. These endings are High Priestess. He's actually moving into these High Priestess energies, which is about wisdom, knowledge, and an understanding of who he is, which he absolutely knows on every level. Now, the type of masculine that is there to protect and nurture and and also provide for others, for himself and others. And so kicking out any of those old programs that no longer fit, which is about, anything that is toxic, anything about control or fear, that resides in fear. He's moving those out of his body completely. Temperance. And the Sun, beautiful energies. There we go again. But the Sun, 10 of Cups and the Empress. You couldn't get better cards to finish on. Wow, the masculine is moving into his true self, which the Sun represents the masculine. This is amazing stuff, guys, because literally the masculine has now moved into his own divinity and connection to source, where family becomes absolutely everything to him, but his sense, because he's aligned himself with God and all that is, he's now also starting to see that family is not just about his direct family, but also to his world family. And also to the beautiful Empress energies, which is about nurturing, kindness, love, fecundity, all of those wonderful things that represents the feminine, just allowing to and just being. And this is something that the masculine has traditionally and culturally not ever really allowed himself to just be. But now with these new energies that are here now, that are kicking in, that are basically purging out anything that is not needed, so that he can move into these beautiful, sublime energies of unconditional love. Because that's where we're all going. Yeah, so one more card for the masculine. Yep, as I said, to get to this stage of union within, he must come out of heartbreak, and this is upside down. So he is coming out. As he's purging out these old wounds, he's purging out those swords that are within his heart space. This is upside down. We also have sleepless nights. This purging can actually sometimes result in sleepless nights as the energies are moving up and out. It can be very uncomfortable too sometimes as we move out some of these old energies that are no longer relevant. Yeah, so lots of rest, the masculine at this time, because he's done so much work and is still doing this work. It can be very, very tiring. So rest often if you're going through any of this. And yeah, eventually this is where we're going, which is the marriage between the divine feminine and the divine masculine. It must occur within. Union must occur within before it can ever manifest as union on an outer level. Okay, so that's all I have for you guys this week. We'll see you again next week. Bye for now.